Welcome back, my enlightened family. How are you tonight? How is everybody? This is going to be a fun class. Hope everybody's excited. I'm excited. Julie, welcome my sweet, sweet friends, and Sarah and Shane, and I'm sure others will stumble in. And thank you all for being here and all that come on later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, soul retrieval. Got that itchy. What is it? Every time I start, my nose starts to itch. What is up with that? So, how is everybody tonight? This is going to be great. We're going to be discussing a few things that kind of pertain to other classes that kind of leak into this. So you can kind of see how there's a method to my madness of how my little crazy mind, which changes channels all the time, works. But you're going to see how things are starting to tie and to weave and to come together in these classes. So that's really, really cool. So, okay, so tonight, what is this class about? Woohoo. So, soul retrieval or soul loss is a shamanic term. Times of trauma, part of the psyche or consciousness breaks away, leaving us feeling disconnected from source, feeling lost and empty inside. We have all felt this. I know you have. We all have. We have days where we just feel disconnected from family, from source, from everything, and you just feel like you want to crawl under a rock and go to sleep for a while. So, so doing a soul retrieval helps bring back that part or the missing pieces that may have broken away. And it's not just in this lifetime, it's other past lifetimes as well. And this is all going to help with the shadow work and the massive healing down beyond the chakra level. And we'll be discussing that, what the difference is between soul retrieval and chakra level. What is it? I got the window open and I got a hair or something that keeps tickling my nose. Okay. So, how is everybody tonight? Welcome, Vincent. Welcome, Adam. Glad to see you here. I was stalling and waiting for you. How is everybody tonight? Hi. It's almost Sarah Sinister and Shane's birthday's coming up. Woo-hoo. So again, I'm just going to reiterate on this. So the soul retrieval or soul loss is a shamanic term. Times of trauma, part of the psyche or consciousness breaks away, leaving us feeling disconnected from source, feeling lost and empty inside. So we are going to be doing an egg cleanse. Say that 3 times fast. An egg cleanse. Okay. In a little while, because I have to discuss exactly what a soul retrieval is and walk you through my understanding. This is my teachings, and I've put this together. So these are my words here on these papers. So, discussing the soul retrieval and what it does for the body and how it's on not just in a chakra level of healing and your shadow work being healed, but it also it's pulling back these pieces that have broken away during times of trauma and really bad, nasty things that have happened in our lives, and not just this lifetime, past lifetime. So that's interesting and important to know. So the soul retrieval heals the physical body on an earth plane. Okay, that's your body, that's your root, belly, solar plexus. Okay, this is the Hara chakra. Okay, we do have a Hara body, but the root, the belly, and the solar plexus are all part of the Hara body, which we will be discussing. The etheric body is the physical energy of the body and the chakras. The Hara body is your emotional body, your chakras. The Hara line is the astral body. Now, remember how I said and how important it is to remember this. Your emotions control the spiritual world. I cannot stress this enough. Intent, the power is in you to control this by not letting the fear take you over, not letting these things attach and just become part of your life, because it can lead to disease and ailments, and that's not good. You don't want that. Okay, so the light body is the mental body of the chakras. Okay, this is the Reiki that we've been doing, the mental grid and the universal grid. The oversoul is the part of you can never, never, ever, 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 ever die. Okay, so this goes on forever. Okay, that's the immortal soul, that source or God or whatever you believe in has given you. So we're going to jump over to here. I just wanted to point out, if you can look at your earth soul chakra, which is actually about 7 inches below your feet, Sandalphon is the angel that is in charge of that. Gabriel, which is my angel of the west, is the base, the sacral, and the navel area. The solar plexus is Uriel, okay? That is the angel of the north. Shamuel is of the heart, but it is also Raphael as well in that heart chakra, which is of the east. Michael is of the throat chakra. Over here, as I said, this is of fire. This is of the south. Then we have Raphael, which they have up here in the third eye. But third eye, Raphael and Shamuel work together in tandem. So just so you know that. The crown is Jophiel. Christiel is the causal chakra. The soul star chakra, which is Mariel. And the stellar gateway is Metatron. 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 That deserves to be repeated 3 times because he's a really good dude. Okay. So the Hara chakra. Okay, so we have the chakras, as you can see there on the left, the higher, the crown, the brow, the throat, the higher heart, the lower heart. That's the difference between the C note and the B note on your tuning forks. The solar plexus, the sacral, the base, and the feet. Okay, so you know your basic chakras there. But if you go over to the right, your subtle bodies, your etheric, your emotional, your lower mental, your higher mental, your casual body, your soul body are integrated, spiritual, the subtle energy points, the soul star, your thymus, your hara. Now look at the hara. The hara chakra is right above the root chakra, and it's in between the coccyx area and your solar plexus. Okay, that basically is the hara area. Okay, and then of course you do have the earth soul star chakra below your feet. I'm gonna jump over to comments real quick. Hi everybody. Hi Mike. Great to see you, my friend. So Retrieval. Hey. So how is everybody tonight? Everybody doing good? Hi Diane, in case you're tuning in, that's Mike's lovely little bride. Okay, so the Hara chakra is the source of superhuman power that is developed by martial artists and yogis. It is the center of gravity for the lower chakras. The Hara chakra is often seen as the source of chi, life force energy. So as I said, we are going to be doing an egg cleanse. So I'm going to put this here. So what you're going to need is you want a glass of water at room temperature. Okay, I have my egg cam, which I will be showing you so you guys can actually view the egg later. So preferably get the water at least, you know, kind of lukewarm and just set it out. You are going to have bubbles in it, as you can see. Okay, you can't stop that from happening. You are going to want to have an egg, preferably room temperature, but if you don't have it room temperature, you can use a cold one. I prefer the warm one because I find the warm one is better for pulling negativity and getting that energy and cords pulled off of you because it's more at room temperature. So it's more, the molecular structure is different. I don't know, but I just find that it works better. Then, of course, you want a little bit of salt. I do have a crystal in here with my salt because it's charging my salt and keeping it a high vibration. The salt will be used afterwards for cleansing the mess that comes out of the egg because we're going to be binding stuff to the egg and you don't want to let that go willy-nilly through your house. So by binding it with salt prevents that from happening. So you do want to have some salt there for yourself. So I show you the egg cam over here. This is the egg cam. So I do have it on my I got my little candle going on over here. So you are going to need a white candle, which we want because white is purification and it is for blessing and it is for initiation. So it's good to have that white candle. So if you want to grab these items, I can stall for a few moments before I carry on. So water, egg, and salt, and a white candle. Those are the 4 ingredients that you are going to need if you wish to participate. If not, you can come back to the class later on and check things out later. Okay, so the Hara chakra Da, 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 da. Okay, so the energy bodies on the left here, the higher mental body, the lower mental body, the astral body, which the lower mental body, this has to do with the medulla oblongata, which we'll be discussing in a moment, the astral body, the etheric body, and the physical body, okay? And you can see how they are tied in with the crown chakra is at the very top there, and the pineal gland or pineal gland, tomato, tomato, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the hara chakra, and the root chakra. So I'm going to read this. Ha! The Hara chakra, also known as the sacral Hara chakra, is an energy center located above the pelvic region of the body that holds our relational, creative, and sexual energies. Your ovaries, your testes, that's the energy they're talking about. Also, too, if you remember back to our Lord Ganesha or our Lord Ganesh, his mother, Shiva, okay, you have Shakta and Shiva, excuse me. All right, and anyway, Shiva and Shakti, yeah, Shakti was the mom, and Shiva is the father. Okay, and it's the release of the with Kundalinis when your chakras and everything are running up properly. So that's what this is. This is all pertaining to here, guys. So now you can see how those other classes are kind of tying into this class within itself. So it is responsible for directing the flow of energy through each major point along the spine, your chakras. When in balance, the Hara chakra helps us feel in touch with our purpose and our potential, safe and secure in our sexuality, creativity, expression, and relationships with all others. Practices such as the sacral focused meditation, expressive dancing, artistic expression, positive affirmations, color of gemstone therapies, working with Reiki, doing yoga, doing all these lovely things, okay? They can help activate the Hara chakra. The Hara chakra meditation involves visualizing an amber glow in the lower pelvic region and allowing it to bring the sacral energy into balance. So, everybody knows here. I got this dragon stone here, and it's kind of amber in color, so this is kind of cool. We'll use so kind of picture this color here, amber. Picture that in your lower sacral and sacral area and your root chakra and your pelvic areas. So this holds plenty of potential for growth and healing and empowering, inspiring, and visualizing our being. Okay. All right. Okay, something has turned my TV on. I am not kidding. Do you see this, people? Look, I'm here. My TV just came on. Do you see this? So, and my remote is way over here. So that's something's playing with you. Shut the door, please. And that one's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna put my camera back. And I'm missing everything now. Good dog. Okay. Leave my hands. Okay. Oh, yes, Mike. I think the kids know you're here. I have to grab my other remote. This one's not working. Rest yourselves. And I think I'm going to keep the remote over here next to me. Everybody says hi. Okay. So, where was I? So Shakta and Shiva, here we go. All right, so the head, heart are check, and the head, heart, and Hara and checks and balance system. The pineal gland, which is your third eye, the seat of intuition. The third eye is midway between the eyebrows and the center of your forehead, also located between the two lobes of the brain, right in the middle there. On the head, the sixth chakra area, divine masculine energy. Okay, so this is Shiva, masculine energy. Assemblage, something just went over here. Point, seat of consciousness. The AP. The AP is a cluster of energy lines that flow through the front and the back of the heart chakra. As I said, your energy doesn't go to the front too. It also goes out the back. I actually have a portal in the back of my heart chakra, and I'm actually crossing things through that portal now. It's weird. I feel stuff moving on my back all the time. So anyway, that's crazy. It should lie in the center of the chest at the nipple line. At the nipple line, it is 2 to 3 inches higher for women than men. The dantian, Okay, the tan, the teen, the tendon, the gut, the calf. Hey, Kathy. The quasquo, I guess, seat of the soul. This is the dantian, is usually located 3 thumb widths below the 2 thumb widths behind the navel. So 3 nipples. That's not what I wanted to say. So 3 thumbnails, not nipples. Okay, above, and 2 thumb into your stomach area from the surface. So basically, that's what that's saying there. Okay, so boring you with the hara here. So also known as the moon Alahara chakra, the Muladhara chakra is placed in the lowest regions of the trunk of the human beings, about 1 inch above the center of the seat, where your bum sits. This most vital and important center in a subtle form. This gross expression, the center is the pelvic plexus. As described in medical terminology, the plexus surrounds the subtle center. The swastika, which we'll talk about in a second, and how that is. Remember the swastika? That is also tied into who gave us the swastika? Lord Ganesha, represents the 4-dimensional dimensions of awareness and the meeting point of the 5th dimension, which moves diagonally, ascending above the clockwise and anti-clockwise movements of the chakra. Your chakras turn, people. They don't just sit there and glow. They turn, and each one turns in a different manner. And when they get turning, they actually create more and more gateways, and more lovely things start to happen. So the swastika, it originated, for which means peace and love. And again, this symbolizes Hindu culture and philosophy. This is Lord Ganesha here. Swastika. The one on the other side, this is hate, but we're sending it love, and I'm not even gonna discuss that one. So the Hara Center, you can see here, and this is important. I can remove my egg, I suppose. You can see all your vital organs. That is your entire, this is your Hara Center. This is your Hara chakra, is all this. This is your heart, your gallbladder, your lungs, your liver, your bladder. Everything is tied into that. So important. Okay. So I'm going to start my dissertation here. Gooey buns are the best. Gooey buns. I sit on gooey buns. Oh, that doesn't sound right. All right. So retrieval gives you the ability to do healing through the planes of all existence. Okay. Not just through your chakras and not just doing shadow work. Okay. It's more in depth than this. This means healing the core soul and the essence of self. These planes of existence are accessed through the astral, the mental, and the spiritual body planes. This is different than just healing and working through the chakras, as I said. The physical plane is the level of the root chakra. So here, let me I think we can do this one. There we go. So that's the base chakra they're talking about there. The physical plane is the level of the root, the belly, and the solar plexus. The spiritual plane is accessed through the crown chakra and beyond the auric levels. Your core soul is composed of astral, mental, and spiritual planes. Your essence self is all your incarnations. Yes, all your incarnations. I'll repeat that. Okay. Into physical plane, into this existence here and now. And as I said, your oversoul is the indestructible, the immortal, the Superman, Superwoman. It is connected to source. Nothing can ever destroy your oversoul. Okay. I'll take that down so you can look at my funny facial expressions. When the essence soul gets damaged through all traumas, okay, it will become shattered through lifetimes of suffering. When this occurs, the physical body will develop disease as well as astral, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. They all become affected by trauma. The astral will split off from the body, staying connected through the silver cord. You have heard about staying connected through your silver cord. You're connected through your silver cord. When you astral project and you go to sleep at night, you are connected through the silver cord, okay? Right here, solar plexus. That's where that puppy stays. Shamans refer to this separation as soul loss, okay? Soul loss is when severe trauma such as molestation, rape, drugs, any of these things, losing somebody that was just so traumatic, maybe in a car accident or maybe from cancer or just something that was so devastating. The shock, such as receiving devastating news, is just way too much for your psyche to handle. And a piece of it, a piece of your soul, a soul fragment, get out of here, will break off. I'm being attacked by a killer moth. When soul loss happens, the person will feel disconnected from source, spaced out, feeling dead inside. Who has not felt that is in here? We have all felt that. We get disconnected from source and you feel that you just don't feel alive inside. It's the only way I can describe it, that disconnectedness. This is your soul crying out, help me. Okay, so soul retrieval, as I said, do, 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 do. It heals the physical body, which is in the earth plane, the etheric body, which is the physical energy of the body in chakras. That's the physical, the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies in you. Your hara body is your emotional body, your chakras. The hara line is the astral body. So this is the silver cord, okay, that you're connected to. Light body, mental body, chakras, mental body grid. This is your universal mind and galactic grid, okay? We work through the Reiki on this grid. Our oversoul is the spiritual body and the chakras. Okay, so emotional release, and we're going to talk about that. I just want to go over the comments in case anybody else has anything to say. Whenever you visit Pennsylvania, grocery store, cinnamon buns. Okay. Banging cinnamon buns. Welcome, Natalie. Good to have you, my sweetness. My whispers in the realm of darkness, darkness. So, welcome. Glad to have you. So, here we are, moving on. So we are going to be doing a little prayer. So if you guys wish to join me in that, because this is all part of the egg cleansing process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this half page, and then I'm going to set up a sacred circle because I do not work outside of a sacred circle. If for best results, we're doing healing here. Why don't you want the best results? So anyway, so I will be setting up a sacred circle as well, as I said, and I will be pulling up the egg cam, which I do have. So emotional release. Every lifetime trauma remains in our auric fields. Yes, that's that garbage. That's that blackness. What they call cloaking. They tell me it's called cloaking. When we do bad things or when we carry garbage over from other lifetimes and we bring it to this lifetime, we haven't taken the garbage to the curb. Okay, it's called cloaking. You're actually weighing your soul down heavier and heavier in frequency, if that makes sense. Okay, so when you raise yourself up by doing what? Lovely things. Happy, go, love. I love you. I love you. I love you. Here, let me get that door for you. When you do these lovely things, you remove pieces or part of that cloaking process starts to happen. It's karma, basically, is what you're talking about here. So that's kind of crazy how it goes. So every time, like I said, it stays in the auric field. That's the garbage that we need to take out to the curb. So fragmentation, the medulla oblongata, as I said, located at the base of the brain, also known as the God mouth. Okay, this is God's light. When you're connected to source, this is where the power comes in. Okay, when it's imbalanced, it's located at the base of the brain. It will hold this emotional imbalance. So if it's broken, it's going to stay broken until you fix it. And we're going to try to do that and work on that tonight. So that will be great. So the more so fragmented or damaged a person's energetic body is operating or not operating on, the more distorted their thoughts and behaviors will become. Now I'm going to read that again, okay? The less it is working, okay, the more distorted their thoughts, their beliefs, their behaviors, their reality will start to become. Okay, so that's very important to hear that. Hear that. Cord cutting is a spiritual healing process that energetically severs that negative attachment between you and another person as well as the spirit realm. that like to attach to us, okay? It's the shadow of the past relationship does not hang over you. This is why you want to cut cords from past. It's not saying I want you out of my life forever, go die somewhere. You're not doing that by cutting a cord to somebody. Sometimes if you have a volatile relationship with somebody in your family that you truly love, the best thing you can do is cut that damn cord, because that cord's not working anymore. It's working on a low frequency suck ass frequency, okay? And it's draining the both of you. Cut that cord, fill your heart with love and intent, and push that cord out there, a new cord, to the person that you want to have a better relationship with. And by doing that, you've got a new cord. You've gone 5D, okay? You got a better connection going on there. So it's intent is everything, people. And I can't stress that enough. Okay, so everybody, if you wish to do a prayer with me, I am first going to set up my sacred circle. Okay. I conjure thee by dragon power. A circle now around it stands, a boundary line between gods and man. Once around, I trace the path. Twice around, it turns to flame. 3 times around, a wall of fire. Within this realm, I will remain. This ground is sacred, consecrated. As below, it is revealed. As my words are spoken, the circle is sealed. Okay, so that's my sacred little circle going on here. So intent, I didn't have to get up and walk around the room and put, in the barriers in. So anyway, something's flying over here. So I'm going to call in now my quarters, if you don't mind. I call Raphael from the east. Please come and join me throughout this rite. Guard the gates and none may pass unless they cross in love and trust, blessed be. I call forth Archangel Michael from the south. Please come and watch throughout this rite. Guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust, blessed be. I call forth Gabriel of the west of water. Please come and watch throughout this rite. Guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust, blessed be. I call forth Uriel from the north. Please come and watch throughout this rite of earth. Please guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust, blessed be. Okay, so now the prayer. By the power of ascended masters, source, whatever you believe in, I command all spirit fragments that do not belong to me to immediately return to creation of your original spirit of source. Amen. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're kind of doing like a cord cutting here with intent, putting a little power behind that. My TV is back on again. You people saw me. Look at this. All right. Go off. Why won't you shut off? Tell me shut up. That is so weird. Oh my god. Something's messing with me. Oh, here it is. Okay, shutting it off. Go away. All right. TV's off again. TV's off. Okay. I love you guys. All right. So when we meet people, we connect an energetic cord to each person. When we leave a relationship, it is important to cut the cord. If the cord remains connected, the person can still drain your energy. Very important to know this through this cord, leaving you feeling depleted, stagnant, and tired. Okay, cord cutting can be done by means of Reiki, tuning forks, shamanic healing, as well as yoga and a few other things as well. And you guys know how that goes. When ending relationships, they're a 3-step process, and I follow these. These are good to live by. Formally end the relationship with the person. We must make it clear to them and to ourselves that the relationship has ended and cut the cord to be cut. This commits us to cutting the cord, putting up a barrier to stop us from relapsing and going back with that person because it's not working. It's not going to work. End story. So what you want to do right now, guys, if you want to take a moment in your heads and think of people that you may want to, past relationships that you may want to cut a cord from, just take a moment. Okay, we can do this right now. Okay, right after I get to step 3, okay? Stop all contact. Spiritual connections are strengthened by interaction. So removing them from the phones, devices, social media, and other social life, preparing the cord for cutting. And then number 3, remove their influence. This you might not notice right away, but our life might be intertwined with the other person, and therefore there might be a lot of reminders of them incidental in our daily life, include personal items, gifts, pictures, and so on. So you might want to stash them, put them in a different place or something like that, or give them back to the person that you wish no longer to have it in a relationship with. So, okay. So if you want to take a moment, this is so simple. Okay, everybody's going to close their eyes, go into the gaso position, please. Thumbs into your heart chakra. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, blow out. Take another deep breath in. Nice big belly breath, guys. Uncross your legs if they're crossed. I know I caught some of you. All right, take a nice deep breath in. Here we go. Straight up, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Keep your eyes closed, please. Take another nice deep breath in. Balance your chakras, back nice up and straight. Another deep breath in. Here we go. Nice big belly breath. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your eyes closed. Come out of the gaso position. Relax your hands. Okay. I want you to picture yourself. You're safe. You're surrounded by angels. You are in a beautiful golden bubble. Nothing can touch you, but you're in the darkness. You're in a place I call the astral realm. There's no light here. All of creation comes from this astral realm. This is God's mind. All is created from the ether. I want you to look around you, just seeing the darkness. And I want you to notice that there's people now standing around you in a circle that you wish to break ties with from your past, maybe past lifetimes. You may not even recognize some of these people, but I want you to focus in the darkness and notice the people standing now around you in a circle, completely surrounding you. I want you to look down at your physical body in this astral realm, and I want you to notice all the cords coming off of your body and who they are going to, okay? I want you to picture in your dominant hand, if you write with your rights, it's your rights. Your dominant hand, I want you to picture Archangel Michael's sword. It's a beautiful golden sword with a beautiful blue cobalt gem in the hilt. I want you to turn to each person in your circle, and I want you to raise the sword. And as you raise the sword, I want you to say, I thank you for your teachings. You are no longer of service here. I no longer wish to vibrate of this frequency, and swing that sword and cut the cord to that person. Then I want you to turn to the next person in your circle, and I want you to see the cord connecting you to this person. And again, raise that sword. I do no longer wish to vibrate at this frequency. I thank you for your teachings, but I set you free. Cut the cord. I want you to claim back all your energy to you, okay? I'm going to give you a few minutes, so please continue doing the cord cutting and turning in the circle. Okie dokie. Come back to life. So everybody take a nice deep breath in. Slowly open your eyes, coming back to the present moment that we were in. Okay, so a cord cutting is a negative energetic structure that ties you to another person altogether. The cord cutting is a spiritual healing process. Hello, Chris. Sorry, couldn't say hi. Hi, glad you're here. Nice to see you, my friend. So, cord cutting is a spiritual healing process that energetically severs that negative attachment between you and another person so that the shadow of the past relationship does not hang over or affect your behavior in the present moment. This means that the rage, the paranoia, yes, the inadequacy, the particular of aforementioned foreboding feelings that you get when you think of this person or that oogie feeling that you don't like. The relationship can be eliminated by doing this process. And obviously other relationships can be improved too because of it. It does not mean that your relationship can be you're going to just lose contact and the person's going to fall off the face of the earth. It does not mean that. It just means that you're weakening that cord connection and that energy that's being pulled away from you. You're being responsible for your energy is what you're doing, people. So if anything, that pure positive connection is improved because it's no longer overshadowed by negative energies. When we have negative thoughts have power, people. And this is why I tell you, be pure with your thoughts. You get a negative thought and say, you know what, I release that. That's not my frequency. That's not my vibration. I release it to God, source, whatever. And then think 3 happy thoughts. Yes, happy thoughts physically make you fly. It raises your frequency. And when you raise your frequency, as I said, you become less mass and more wave. You become more crystalline. So go through your past experiences. What there's a place for a property that have. Oh, this is what I wanted to mention too. Cutting cords isn't just about removing spiritual attachments as well as people attachments. It also has to do with locations as well. So if you have foreboding or icky memories from the past or growing up, maybe in your childhood or whatever, in that property, cut the cord from the property. When I move from this house, I'm cutting the damn cord from this place. I'll set everything right before I leave, but I'm cutting the cord from this place. This ground is it's sour. So anyway, so cutting cord process. So here's another way that you can visualize cutting cords. Often when a person wants to cut energy cords, they are thinking to themselves in relationship to someone or something else. For this exercise, visualize calling your golden light back from the thing you were cutting the cords from. I do have a real simple one at the end of the class that's really simple to do, and it's very short. And I'll just walk you through the process, and you can go and do it on your own later if you wish to give that a try. Visualize all the golden threads entering through your core. When you feel complete, do one external empowering thing to seal the energy. Pausing and going to get a nourishing snack. Anything that adds energy to your body is adding to your spiritual body as well. I'm running out of voice here. So, anywho. Okay. So, intuitively ask the holder of the cord to let go. I will be putting together, I want to do a meditation, but I don't want to do it live. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record it with my voice so that way I can control the music over my voice. And then I'll play it for you and we'll do another soul retrieval in a later class. This is a great one because I'm be walking you through the astral realm. I'll be walking you through all the hara. We're going to pull everything back to your hara line. Okay, that's part of your chakra and that's part of you. So what we do is instead of pulling it straight into our body when we do soul retrieval of pieces, you don't want to just pull the pieces back into you because they need healing. They've been lost for maybe lifetimes upon lifetimes. They need healing, okay? So you don't want to pull them in as a low frequency vibration because it can end up hurting your spiritual body as well as everything else along with you. So by putting them into the hara line, which is in your bubble, but it's outside of your physical body, if that makes sense. You're healing it. you're doing lovely things to it, and by healing it, and then you will slowly integrate automatically back into yourself, and you're going to put it in where? Into the heart chakra, because it knows where to go, just like the Reiki, just like the tuning forks. It all knows where to go. So we're almost to the egg cleanse, guys. So center your energy field and visualize where you feel the most energetic cord is coming from. Like I said, the number one place that spirits usually attach is that God mouth, the Andura Oblongata, and Abdullah Oblongata. Gotta get better at saying that. All right, so ask the source with clear cognizant and clear audient inner thought to release this cord from you. Watch it to be let go and come back to you. Some people like to imagine a golden energy scissors cutting the cord. I use Archangel Michael's sword, as I said, and picture the cord coiling back to me. Do something nourishing to seal the energy after sealing the cord. Entirely return to your clear cognizant and clairvoyant, like visualizing a light ball surrounding your energy field. I like to do the spiritual band-aid. So, intent. Picture a band-aid. Seriously, it sounds stupid. A golden band-aid. Usually your coccyx, your lower spine, we leach energy from there. It's almost like putting on a diaper. A diaper, put a diaper on. Hey, that could be fun. So anyway, wherever you feel that leaching of that energy, you can actually, through intent, put a spiritual band-aid there and put that light into it, do the Reiki on top of it, seal it, do whatever you got to do to seal in from leaching any longer. So good thing to know. It encourages a strong energy field, which can prevent weak potential energy attachments from affecting you. For example, gossip is a weak attachment. Still, some clairsentient psychic people can feel it, but with a strong auric body, it's outside of your bubble. And that's the important thing, is keep the crap out of your bubble. Okay. Bell jars. Here's a great one. Practice this. This is lots of fun to do. I will go to the grocery store and I will find the most annoying couple that's bothering me, or at a restaurant or whatever. And I picture putting a glass bell jar, like in the olden days when they put over donuts or something. Picture putting a bell jar over the couple. And believe it or not, within 5 minutes, if you keep focusing on them, you don't hear them anymore, and they kind of fade to the background. So it's really cool. Play with it. It's fun to do. Remember, visualization, using that imagination, that's your third eye. You want to activate your third eye. You want to feed your third eye. Do these visualizations. This is how you empower your eyeball. Empower it. All right, so the blue grid visualization, this is another good one. This seals your energy field in healing light. Imagine a blue energetic field cage glowing around you. You're in a golden cage. Maybe you're dancing. Give me money. All right, imagine the old cord pieces breaking off and washing away at your feet back to the nearest waterway. Then visualize, keep waiting for the TV to come back on, a glowing blue light grid across your energy field until you feel clear. When done with both, visualize a golden light in your core, your solar plexus. Thank your guides. Offer gratitude for energy you use to visualize. Imagine your palm chakras glowing golden light. Imagine your heart shining golden light. All right, so basically, kind of like the Reiki, see it. I want you to see your color. You know you're purple. See it. Be purple. Purple people leaders. How to know the energy work of the cord is cutting is complete. This is how you know. Your energy will feel more balanced and you will be more at peace. You're going to be what I'm going to call the observant mode. So instead of being involved in people's drama and listening to their crap and joining in on the gossip, you're going to find you're going to be sitting back and just listening and not participating. It's just observing. Observe. You observe, you're in the here and now. That's the moment you want to be in. So that's important to do that. You may notice yourself feeling content, feelings of baseline energy state, the most soul bodies of this earth. You've heard of mother raising a car off her child. This comes from the Hara chakra. Okay, this is where that power comes out. Chi. Okay, so this is the power we want to bring out in us. I always suggest cutting cords before a soul retrieval commences. So we just did a cord cutting for you guys, and the soul retrieval in essence is going to be the egg. Why does the egg work? The egg works because it absorbs negative energy. It's just how it works. It does that. The egg is also sort of like a sacrifice or an offering to these negative things to come off of you and go into the egg. I command you to go into this egg as my words are spoken, so it shall be done. I remove all cords. We will do this together. So if you want to get your eggs ready, we will be doing that, and I'll tell you the specific areas where you want to rub it on your body. Ah, protection. Let's state this now, everybody. You can do the gospel position. You can just state it out loud again. Intent, and I want you to put emotion into it as you say it. Emotion rules the psychic world. Okay. Only love and light is allowed to come to me. So my words are spoken, so it shall be done. As as I will it, so mote it be. I don't care what you say, just bring it into the here and now, okay? Always state this affirmation before a spiritual working. It always comes down to free will. When you say, come on into my house and let's have a party and you're allowing oogie boogies into your house. That's your free will to let them in. It's sort of like the vampire cannot enter unless you say, come on in. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Calling the spirit guides and angels, setting up barriers and protection is extremely important. Psychic attract discarnate spirits because these entities need healing. They know you can heal them. That's why they come to you. I see Adam and Vincent and Jasmine and Sarah and Natalie, and they glow. I see you. You can heal me. You can help me. And sometimes if you don't pay attention or do what you need to do to help them, they turn your TV on. Anyway, they'll do things to get your attention until you can actually pay attention and help them. So it all makes sense if you think about it. It is important to keep your thoughts pure and remember who you truly are. Reject any negative thoughts, whether they are yours or not. It's okay. I have negative thoughts. Believe me, I am not perfect. I'm having one now. Just kidding. So, but I have negative thoughts too. We're only human for the moment. So do what you got to do, but release it. Don't hold on to it. Okay. Don't hold on to the guilt and shame. That's the lowest on the consciousness scale. Guilt and shame. Do not let your ego get the best of you. Remember, your ego does not allow you to be happy in the here and now. I will be happy when I lose the 15 pounds. I will be happy when I date that guy over there. It doesn't allow you to be happy now. You need to be happy now because the moment in time that exists is the moment we're in, and that is now. So, your ego, kind of don't dismiss it. Okay. Our ego, the part of our ego that gets in the way is the part of the ego that needs healing. Okay. Ego's not a bad thing. So push it aside and let's heal the puppy. Okay. All right. So remember who you truly are. You're a natural being of light from the source. Push your light out into the world. This light is your shield against negative parasites. Remember that. Don't be scared because when you get scared and the fear and everything comes in, your light does what? It goes into your body and your shield goes away, Your shields are low, Captain. So anyway, happy go lucky. Your shield is way out here. So it just totally makes sense. Again, your emotions control it. You need to place boundaries and barriers. Intent is everything. Haha. We control the spirit world through thought, feelings, and emotions. We feed darkness with negative thoughts, fears, and bad choices. We continue to put the cloaking on ourselves by the bad choices. When you take a moment to breathe and center yourself, you are giving yourself time to think more clearly and to react correctly, reserving your energy by not exploding into anger or any other negative emotion that you may be feeling at the moment. Living in that moment, observe before you react. Get all the facts before you react. Why is that person talking about it? All right, when you raise your frequency high enough, you in essence will become like a crystal, emitting light and healing. Less mass. more wave, okay, into your environment, and you heal others just by them being in the mere presence of you. And that is how powerful each and every single one of you are. Okay, last page, raising frequency. I just want to mention this really quick because people, oh, I got to raise my frequency. There's different ways to do it. If you don't feel like meditating, there's other ways to do it. There are many ways. Eating a healthy diet, blessing your food. I bless you. Before you eat it, using crystals, tuning forks, yogas, taking a walk in nature, being around animals and plants. That's what I love to do. Lowers our stress levels, meditating, taking a salt bath. That also ground and centers you and pulls off negative energy from your auric field. And makes you feel when you're done. Why not? So, painting, drawing, music, writing, prayer, listening, I just lovely things that feed your soul. Anything that feeds your passion, you're feeding your soul. All right. So, when your soul is at peace and bliss, it will reflect in your physical being and you will heal the diseases within you. When you are balanced and you are happy, you will heal the diseases within you. I had to repeat that one. All right, there's a lot of turmoil in this world. Learn to block it out. Stop watching the news, the shows that bring your frequency down. Drugs and alcohol are all low frequency culprits. Moderation is the key. Finding the balance and maintaining this balance, whatever makes your soul happy and raises your frequency. When your soul is at peace and bliss, it will reflect into the physical being and you will begin to heal the diseases within you. And I am done with that. So let's move on to the fun stuff, shall we? So I'm going to jump over to comments really quick, which I've been really rude because I just wanted to blow through that. Lavender purple, that's my favorite color. Trying to catch my breath. Can I get a drink? I gotta get a drink. Here, I get a drink. Look, I'm already excited for Halloween and fall to come. I already got my leaf cup out. Okay, so moving on down. Here we are. Santa Mirta. Here we are. Santa Mirta is one name for egg cleansing. Okay. Why do an egg cleansing? Da, 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 da. An egg cleanse is a way to get rid of negative spiritual energy. It has roots in ancient cultures all over the world, including Mesoamerica, Greece, and Scotland. Today, people use egg cleanses to rid themselves or their loved ones of bad or toxic energy that might be weighing them down. And egg cleansing can help the body heal while also removing addictions, blockages of vital life force energy in your chakras, bad luck energy imbalances, bad mental state and negative energy and spirit attachments, phobias and other fears, bad karma and confusion. Are we confused yet? All right. So I'm not doing this spiritual cleanse here. I'm doing the next one down, but there is a few things I wanted to talk about in this one. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is I want everybody, without dropping your egg, to grab your egg. Okay. Hold it. The hand, your power hand is the one I want over the egg. So if you're left-handed this way, if you're right-handed this way. Okay. Step one, let's pray to the egg. Okay. Beautiful egg. I wish to add, just like you would your crystals, you're basically programming the egg, is what you're doing as you would program a crystal. Hello, beautiful crystal. Can you protect me? And okay, so we're doing the same thing, but we're doing it with the egg. I ask for all negative energies to be drawn and pulled into this egg. And I wish to be bound to this egg. Okay, that is all you have to say. The intent, the wording doesn't matter. It's the intent behind it. Okay. Now, so basically, if you want to start doing it now, starting at the base, let me pull this down here. I don't know if I can turn. So basically, at the god mouth back here, you want to start rubbing the egg. And while you're rubbing the egg, I want you to picture and see negativity going into the egg. So I'm going to bring this back up here again. So the skull to the lump at the shoulder blades, okay? So go ahead. I'm going to give you guys some moments to do this, okay? Well, I'm not even going to finish reading this one because that one moves on to I'm removing and getting rid of the egg, and we're not that far yet. So take it at the base of the spine, go down, go around. Your throat chakra is another area things like to attach themselves to. The solar plexus is another great place. Your lower lumbar area, your coccyx area is another, something just flew over here, is another lovely place to focus and put that energy into, because in fact, I had one massive attachment, but I had two of them, and one was at the base, and that in why my back's so lovely today, and the other one was in the medulla oblongata, the god mouth there. So anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm holding the egg to my lower back, because that's where I have pain right now, and usually a cord comes in the areas where there's pain. So if you feel pain, like Adam, maybe in your stomach and your solar plexus left hand side underneath your rib, okay, if you feel pain in that area, focus and rub the egg over that spot. So any spot that's telling you basically there's probably a cord connected there. So I'm going to hold this in my solar plexus area. Now I want to point out too, the Hara chakra, that's the base of your emotions. If you think about it, when you blush, the lining in your stomach actually blushes as well. So it goes to show you how your emotions are tied to your gut. Okay, so that is so important. So if you're not sure where to put it right above your gut. Okay, put it into that area. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pull over my other cam. I love Halloween too. Makes me so happy. All right, so we're going on to this one. Okay, so the spiritual egg cleansing. So continue rubbing the egg while I read this, you guys. Spiritual egg cleansing is an effective ritual that gets rid of negative energy from the body and the environment, whether you feel like there is bad energy surrounding you or not. Just do an egg cleansing to know what is wrong. A special magic procedure to eliminate negative energies, clean your aura, and open all doors quickly. It is really easy to do. The use of an egg for spiritual cleansing has been rooted in many ancient cultures and cultures today. It is regarded as a symbol of growth in life. The egg is thought to absorb stuck in negative energy. It's a special energetic tool and container that takes on life and energy when used like a spiritual vacuum. It removes whatever isn't necessary or vital to you. So, number one, light your candle now, everybody, with the intent of this candle is banishing all negativity from you and your room. So take a moment. If you haven't lit your candle, yeah, go ahead and light your candle. Your egg, preferably, like I said, room temperature is best. 1 glass of water, also room temperature. Salt is for later, and that's disposing of the egg mass itself, because we want to bind the negative energies into the egg. So how to perform the egg cleanse? Light the candle, run the egg over the body from your head to your feet, even underneath the soles of your feet, people, saying any prayer of your choice. I banish all negativity, both seen and unseen. I command you to go into this egg as my words are spoken, so it shall be done. I remove all cords and energetics that are not of my frequency, that are not of good vibration. I command you. I don't care what the wording is, it's the intent behind it. So say whatever you feel comfortable with. These are my ways. Use your ways. Okay. Break the egg into water and leave it for 5 minutes and get ready to read the results when finished. Okay. We'll finish reading this in a second. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I've done this. I'm going to turn on this. I'm going to leave my other one up because let's see, is it better this way? No, it's better this way. Okay. So here's my egg cleanse. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break the egg and I'm going to drop it into the water. Let's see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. Okay. So as far as the eggshell itself, hold on to that because I'm going to be telling you to do something with that later on. Okay. So I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. I just wonder if I can move. I bet if I did this. Hang on. Yeah. Can you guys see that better? Maybe if I move the candle out of the way, I can set the candle over here. Okay. So like I said, you have the bubbles in the cup, which I can't really do much about that. And to be honest with you guys, I really, other than I really, it's starting to get some webbing going on here. I don't know if you guys can actually see the webbing right here. That's right there. It's going up. So anyway, so we're gonna let that set for 5 minutes. Um, Let me finish reading this. So everybody go ahead and break your eggs and we'll put it in the water and let it set for 5 minutes while I'm going to show you some results and what the definitions of the different looks look like. Okay, so we'll go over those in a second. All right, so the best time to do an egg cleanse is on a Sunday or a Monday. This will help you to start the week with lots of strength, but you can do it any day of the week. Remember, it's always a good time. You can also do this at the beginning of the month or a new year. The cleansing can be performed at any time of the day. You can do a cleansing at the lunar phase, but the best time to do it is when the moon is waning. Because remember, if you go with that ebb and flow of life, okay, when you want to bring stuff into your life, okay, you want to do it from a new moon, which is no moon in the sky, until the full moon because it's going, the energy's coming in with the moon. So when you want to send things away from you, away from your life, you're going to do it from the full moon that's waning away, okay, going into the new moon, okay? So it's going with that natural flow. You're taking it out of your life and be on your merry way. Okay, so that totally makes sense. So these are the different looks of the eggs. I'm going to give you more in depth here. You can see the first one there. It's got spikes in it. Then the other one's kind of like a silhouette of a person that's in there. Could be an attachment of a loved one that's maybe passed on. That's a possibility. The yolk is kind of all murky there at the top. Then you have the mantle on the second row down. Um, to me, that's spiritual connection, so I don't take that as a bad thing. The cloudiness is the middle one there, and then I can't quite read that one, but it's got like this little almost like a soapy mass on the top of the last one there. And then at the bottom, we have the dove, which is a good sign. That is peace, that is love, that is source. I can almost see a skull face in the red yolk one there. So I can almost, unless it's a reflection or something. But anyway, that's interesting. And then we have the skull also alert, which is in the lower right hand side, which can also represent an attachment or so forth and so on. Okay. So, how to read your egg cleanse. If there's blood in your egg cleanse, then it means heavily negative lies within you. You cause illness, will cause illness. You're not going to cause illness, excuse me, but it will cause, it's telling you it's like impending, it's like an omen that there's so much negative energy with you that if you don't clear it up, you're going to get sick from it. It's not saying you're going to get sick and die. No negativity here. Okay, guys. So the middle one, if the water turns cloudy, then you must repeat another cleanse. You aren't fully cleansed yet. If the water and the egg are clear and the bubbles are rising to the surface of the water, you are clear of negativity. So I have this weird looking webbing thing here. Let's see if I can find what mine's kind of looking like right here. So, huh. It's almost like the first one, but there's no spikes in it. We're going to look at it more closely. But the good thing with this one is, here, let me try to move it a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Okay, so I just have that. And I'm going to tell you the bubbles. Do you see the bubble here? And there's another bubble here. That's actually angelic realm. So it's good to see those bubbles connecting there. And if you look and see this cord, and I'm actually taking it all as good, this cord that's going up there is me being connected to the source and being connected to the angelic realm, if that totally makes sense to you guys. Trying to turn this because there's a little bit more webbing right here going on in the back here, going up, if you can see that. But the water itself, if you look at it, it's pretty dang clear. It's not cloudy other than that web, and that's connecting me up to source and up to the angelic realm. So that's actually really good. That's telling me there's no negativity hanging on me. So that is actually a really, really good egg cleanse there. Bye, Natalie. Good night, sweetheart. You do not do anything with the salt yet. The salt is to when we're finished and we're ready to dump the egg, you want to put a little bit of salt in it because what it does is it maintains the negativity in it and it neutralizes the negativity of the egg. So that's why we want to do that. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so bubbles rising. So if you saw bubbles that were kind of still coming up, and they kept going up and going up, okay, that's negativity. Figures in the yolk. That can be envy. That can be somebody of the living that's envious of you, maybe something in your life. If there's nails, needles, shapes, the spikes there that you see, someone does not want you to succeed. Someone is working against you. If there's coating on the yolk, someone is angering you. If there's red or black spots in the yolk, this can be disease or illness. Cloudy, black, gray yolk. This means evil is near. Okay. Definitely want to do a house cleanse at that point and another cleansing on yourself. White halos around the egg, around the yolk, making decisions too quickly. Clouds swirling, figures in the yolk, emotional problems. Cobwebs, people wanting you to fail. I don't feel that cobwebs, unless it's a bunch of cobwebs, I don't feel that that's that. Like, for instance, and we'll pull this down. And the last one, bubbles around your yolk, good spirits are watching you. So I have my bubbles here at the top. Okay. This, of course, down here, this is part of the chicken, because you need to use, remember, number one rule is you want to use a fertilized egg. So always make sure that the egg is fertilized. It's a form of libation. It's a form of asking things to go into it. And so always fertilize. So the an egg cleanse for limpieza, I believe, is when you remove negative energy entities off or of yourself or another person with an egg. You hold the egg slightly over yourself, pass it from head to toe 3 times. Crack the eggs in a glass filled with holy or moon water, any cleansing which water will do, and pour salt into it when you're ready to dispose of it. I didn't bless this water. I didn't want to bless this water because I felt that it would help. I really wanted to see what was in that egg without blessing the water. And I don't know, maybe if I bless the water, let's bless the water now and see if it changes it. I bless this water in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I cleanse and consecrate all this water and may it in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. As my words are spoken, so it shall be done. So we'll see if there's negativity in there. Maybe it will respond to it. Who knows? I've never blessed the water before. To me, when you put the salt in the water at the end, it's a form of blessing the water. Usually I bless everything, all my tools, you know me. But we actually blessed the egg and we did prayer over the egg when we first started. So that's actually a good thing. So the cleansing prayer, okay. I want you to turn to the egg in the cup and I want you to say this: I am now choosing to cleanse myself and release any and all thought forms, beings, situations, and energies that are no longer of service to my highest and greatest good across all planes of my existence, across all universes, and across all lifetimes. I ask that all energies that are less than love be transformed for the highest good of all. As my words are spoken, so it shall be done. I'm going to leave that up there in case you guys want to finish reading that just for a moment. Okay. Okay. So this is what we did. We put the egg in the glass. So here are some other looks. It's kind of creepy up here. That's what's messing me up here. I'm gonna take down there we go. Haha. Okay, so over here, you have the one with the blood in it. So it's kind of creepy. But I mean, we've all opened up an egg without doing an egg cleanse and have found a slightly, embryo growing in there. blastocyst going into, zygote, that type of lovely stuff. Anyway, so we've all have broken an egg and found something that's not probably so desirable to look at on the inside. And if in question, always do it twice. Do it 3 times if you have to. So anyway, so the different meanings. As I said here, I'll put these back up again for you if you'd like to look over the different meanings. If there's lots of bubbles filling the glass, negative energy was absorbed into the egg. If you look before I even started the class, um, you can see I had a lot of bubbles on the side of my glass. They're still there. So I don't feel that that pertains to that. And now, if they multiplied or there was more of them, I think that would definitely would apply to that. So again, you have to feel it. Don't just look at it. Feel. What do you feel off of it? Trust your instincts. It's so important to do that. Here's a funky looking one. This one means that you have a spiritual attachment and almost looks like an octopus. I've removed things that look like octopuses, negative attachments from people. So it's kind of interesting. Here's another one. Needle and spikes. There are people around you with bad intent towards you. Here's another good one here. Many small round bubbles indicate the care of spirit guides, and that's what I take. See how it's got the bubbles at the top there? That's to me like the angelic realm up there. So, and that's what I'm taking the bubbles as you see in my cup over here. They got a couple bubbles going on here. I taking that as the angelic realm, and you can actually see there is a webbing that goes directly into that bubble. Can you see that right there? It's going directly into that bubble. So to me, that is a spiritual attachment of good, of the angelic realm. So here's another one. Cobwebs, someone is envious of you. Facing the yoke, here's one. That's the man in the moon. This is the bloody one here. That's kind of oogie boogie. That means evil is afoot. This one here, clear water, you have no negative energy around you. So another thing, and this to do with the eggshells, I want to mention this. I have mine setting on salt right now, so it's neutralizing any negative energy that may have been absorbed into the shell itself. Save eggshells, rinse, and allow them to dry. Crush them in your mortar and pestle. Store in a labeled bottle. Powder eggshells can be used in magical workings in many ways, such as using it to cast circles or in protection. Witch bottles, add a pinch of salt and crushed dragon's blood resin for extra oomph towards it. Another egg cleanse, if you guys want to try this again on your own, here's a lovely short little one. At bedtime, rub an egg all over your crown and down your face and body and back. Do it 3 times. Under your feet, too. Very important, under your feet. Leave it on your nightstand. Do this for 3 nights and throw the egg under a tree or bush in your yard to help clear away aura or negativity. I say don't put it, bury it. If you're going to do anything with it, bury it. The ground, Mother Gaia will neutralize the energies, and as the egg kind of rots and falls away, it's supposed to believe that the spirits are going away from you. So sort of like soul retrieval. Okay. This, if you guys want to do this, you just need 2 glasses of water. So if you want to do this, we can do this quick little experiment really fast, and then I'm going to let you guys go if you want to do this. Okay. So go get 2 glasses of water. I'm never having eggs again, poor Adam. Sorry. So 2 glasses of water. Okay. So pick up 1 glass of water in your hands. Okay. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to focus on the glass of water. Okay. So get the glass of water. Go outside. If on the grass, barefoot, you don't need to go outside. You can actually do this inside. So don't need to do this. Hold your glass in both hands. Place your intention on the glass and say, everything I have taken from others, I place back into this water. Repeat this phrase 3 times. Remember, everything's usually done in triplicate, okay? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Okay, so phases of the moon has many things, triple goddess, whatever you want to go with that one. All right, so focus on putting anything that you have taken away, even bad thoughts, bad images, I don't care. Put it into that glass of water, okay? And then we're going to set that aside, okay? When we're done with the class, you're going to go pour it outside on your lawn, okay, away from your front door. Pour it on the lawn. So what you're doing is you're releasing those energies to go back to the people and to the people and to the entities that you've taken energy and done negative things to, okay? And this helps with your shadow self, so why not do this, okay? So after you've done that, okay, now we're going to take the other glass of water, okay? Okay. So again, you can do this outside and we can do this in the house. I do this inside as well as outside, so it doesn't matter. Intent is everything. Your body, it doesn't know the difference. Your physical body doesn't know the difference between real or Memorex, so you can convince yourself through intent. So you don't need to go outside to do this, okay? So with both hands again, place up the intention over the water, repeating 3 times. Everything that has been taken from me, my soul, I now reclaimed, healed and purified. And I want to say healed and purified because you don't want it coming back if it's tainted. And yes, you don't want that energy. If it's got to come back, throw it in your hara, throw it in the hara line. Okay. So again, okay, the glass of water, I now call back all that has ever been taken from my soul, I now reclaim. Everything that has been taken from my soul, I now reclaimed, purified, consecrated, and healed. Wait 5 minutes and drink that glass of water. Okay. You're taking back your energy. You're taking back your power. In the other glass, remember, you want to go and toss it out on the lawn, preferably away from the door. And I do want to say this, and this is very important right here. You are not damaged because you experienced some form of trauma. You are not what you have endured. You are a unique expression of love, and your potential goes far beyond any experience. Remember that you're not broken, maybe a little bent, but you're not broken. And remember, was it Chinese? I think the Chinese, they believe that, you break a vase and they put it back together with gold inlay and stuff because they believe that's how the light gets in is through the brokenness and the cracks and so forth. So I just like that analogy. So anyway, I love you all, and I thank you all for being here tonight. Next week is Icarus. I figured it'd be good because it is the Lions Gateway's opening August 8th. So remember that. Great time to get in touch with your emotional side and do a lot of healing and so forth. So do watch out on our page on Sinister, Sinister Streams. Sinister Streams. Wow. Sinister for Wins Investigations. Wow, too much going on Facebook. I will be posting more stuff on the Lions Gateway there. I thank you guys. I thank you, Adam and Vincent and Shane and Sarah and Julie. And I know Natalie's gone and Chris and Michael and anybody else who comes along. You mean just as much to us. Even though you weren't here at the moment. So thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you can so I can get my craziness out there. So Icarus flying too close to the sun. So we will be learning about him. And then I think we're going to be switching over to the Egyptians with summer kind of on the rise. And I'm trying to do ocean and summer and stick with that motif until fall comes. So I think I'm going to start hitting the Egyptians next. So I think you guys would really like and enjoy learning some Egyptian stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the salt. Thank you, Adam, for reminding me. So basically, what you want to do, if you're done looking at this over here, okay, just drop a little bit of salt in it. May the salt bind and consecrate all these energies within this cup. Just let it set for maybe 10, 15 seconds, and then flush it down the toilet. It's the easiest thing to do with it. And like I said, take a little salt here, put it in your eggshells. That will neutralize any negative energy in those, and then dry them out and pumice them down. And they're great for, it's almost like a brickyard, wow, brick dust, red brick dust. It builds a layer, protection layer of people entering and coming into your house. As they cross over the shell layer, it absorbs negativity from them, just as salt does. So it's another thing fun thing you can do. So anyway, same time, same channel next week. And remember, guys, love and light. I love you all for being here tonight. And shine, shine, shine. Bye, guys. Thank you.